Woman of Reddit, what behaviors do you consider needy? Getting mad because I didn't text or call back fast enough. Wanting constant contact all day through texts. Being unable to make decisions for themselves and always needing your opinion. Always seeking reassurance, validation or attention. Texting or calling frequently and freaking out if you don't immediately reply. Being jealous and feeling ignored every single time they aren't your top priority, or you spend time with somebody else. Using guilt to manipulate you into giving them what they want. Sending me 180 texts while I was in a 3-hour lab class and not looking at my phone. I mean, had he kept it to 90 or so, that might have been okay. True story, by the by. In addition to all the stuff mentioned here, weaponized incompetence is right up there. Screwing things up on purpose so one's partner or friends have to pick up slack. Don't just show up when I'm out with friends. It's not cute, or a demonstration of how much you care. It's stalking. You don't own me. Don't do this. People who say they're ghosted because they don't get replies when they expect and then paint you as the bad guy. Someone unable to do anything independently on their own. Someone who expects others to constantly look after their feelings and needs. Jealous people in general. Stalking exes online. Expecting you to want to spend every day them. Or getting mad when wanting a day to yourself and that doesn't include them. There are a few behaviors that I consider to be needy. 1. Constantly needing reassurance or validation from others. This can manifest itself in always needing compliments, or constantly seeking approval from those around you. 2. Being overly clingy or dependent on others. This might mean always needing someone to be around, or being afraid to do things alone. 3. Having difficulty being independent and taking care of yourself. This can show up as trouble with basic tasks like cooking and cleaning, or struggles with decision-making and self-motivation. If you don't text back fast enough, and they try to make you feel guilty by saying "I'll just leave you alone then," skull. Constantly asking me if I'm okay, to gain reassurance on an unspoken concern. Like, just be straight up about what you're worried about. When someone gets upset with you for not constantly texting, calling, or for doing things on their own to work on themselves. I've been the needy one, and I've dated needy people. It was only when I dated someone needy that I realized how destructive and unattractive neediness can be in relationship. Luckily by the time I met my husband I was completely able to pull off playing it cool, haha. Constant texting, getting upset if I want to travel, go somewhere by myself or with my friends, apologizing too much. Not wanting me to go out BC they are insecure, being insecure and needing a lot of reassurance in general, not having a job, not paying bills, not knowing how to do normal things like laundry, dishes, cooking, cleaning, etc., needing constant attention, begging in any form for anything, playing video games they will either ignore you for the game or rush you for the game, and not being able to properly communicate their emotions. I don't want to be someone's mother. Sending message. Literally 1 minute later have a problem with me ignoring them, sending me 20 more messages BC. How dare I not see reply to their message minute after receiving it? I just can't do it. You should do it forever and ever because you're so much better at it than I am, and I absolutely, positively, 100 do not want you to teach me how to do it because then I'd have no excuses. Wait to many men. Willful helplessness. This one about friends, but complaining when I don't check in or message back for the small talk. Needing to control me. The one that can't be alone and constantly wants to tag along. They don't know when to give space to people. Yours. Not wanting to or being able to do any errand or anything by themselves, such as going to the grocery store, clothes shopping, post office, etc., or demanding I go with them to a party of their friends who don't really make an attempt to include me, because they don't want to go by themselves. Continuously calling until I'm forced to shut off my phone or put it on airplane mode. Getting pouty if I need to change or reschedule plans. If they expect to be my #1 priority at all times, they're going to be sorely disappointed. Having to give constant affirmation, attention, adulation. Acting like texting all day isn't communication and saying I don't make time for you. Constant double texting, begging for attention or gifts, constantly showing how sad, awful or helpless they are, so that you would make them compliments and play the role of their mommy, demanding that you would keep in touch 24/7, answer them immediately and spend with them every evening. Receiving the cold treatment when I don't have the time to text back. Looking at the mirror saying not good enough or nope, still ugly. Monopolizing my time if we aren't on a date or specifically plan to do stuff all day together. Continuing to ask after I've said no. Men expecting me to carry their mental load. Suddenly, despite being a grown-ass adult for years, you are unable to care for yourself. You know when dishes need to be cleaned, when to wash the sheets, how to fucking cook goddamn broccoli, when and how to change an air filter, etc. Make your own decisions and stop asking me to do it. 1. Constant texting. 2. Expect reply to their constant texting. 3. Getting mad when not getting immediate responses. Acting jealous without cause, anger or sadness when partner friend spends time with others, a push for continuous conversation throughout the day. Calling me for every damn little thing. I love a man who just figures and works his shit out without needing me to hold his hand. None. Everyone's needs are valid, it just depends on if you're compatible with, can adjust with them. Offering to drive 5 hours to meet someone from Tinder. Huge red flag. Going to check what they are doing all the time. Interrupting their hobbies to get some attention. Not letting me go to bed by myself after work. I just enjoy an hour on a bed scrolling my phone. Always needing to be the center of attention, bouncing from relationship to relationship. If you can't go a day without seeing your something is wrong with you. I'm the needy one. Anxious attachment style here. Working on myself, so I haven't ever experienced a needy partner, lol. Them asking me to check in, wherever I go, and asking who I'm with because he doesn't trust other people around me and he's concerned for my safety, but he doesn't have to check in with me, apparently. Needing every meal cooked for them. Cooking is not that hard. Being nosy. I have not dealt with any needy men thankfully, but I do often deal with very needy lady friendships that often require serious boundaries. This usually involves constant texting with baiting texts, friends who act very entitled to my time, money, etc. I find trying to hang you every second you have free needy. Fishing for compliments and always needing reassurance. Much of physical contact, mostly them having to be around you constantly. Never been a fan of PDA and I enjoy being on my own a little too much, so that's probably just me. Constant texting. Needing to know my location at all times, calling me at work when it says my phone is in a parking lot. Texting every second of the day. I want to do my workout, etc. in peace sometimes without my phone blowing up. So thankful my current boyfriend understands this and is in the same boat. Expecting you to cook on short notice. I cannot do that kind of thing and tend to get grouchy when I'm requested to do something. I get that home-cooked meals are healthier and such, but I cannot nor will I cook if I'm not told a bit in advance. Especially if I have other food in fridge that needs to be eaten. If we cook it, next time, he's taking it back with him. Making this sad face at me. Like, my dude, we're already sitting on the couch together. Stop staring at me like that, sorry but you look pathetic. The puppy dog eyes is only cute from someone who's like 8 or younger. Getting jealous when I put boundaries down of separation, like that I want to hang out with friends instead of them for a day, angry that I don't respond fast enough, angry that I have to hang up a call. Yay. Saying I love you constantly to hear it repeated. You know what it is, it shouldn't need constant repetition for validation, rolling eyes face. Not being able to do solo activities or of different friend groups. Not every interest or hobby needs to involve your partner and you should both be able to do activities on your own. Distrusting me when I go out. It's so insecure when there's no men even in my group besides friends' spouses. My BF never questions me. I've told him call me anytime and I'll FaceTime and do a spin around the room, lol. I had a jealous ex. He has never actually asked that or said who's that guy even. And he gets the same treatment. Go out, have fun. If you cheat, that's your problem, not mine. Keeping me home and not letting me go to work cause they want to cuddle. I need to work. Needing to hang out all day long. Especially if you live together. When they need constant communication. Expecting responses to text calls immediately.